Are you an exclusive cover collector? Like things with limited prints? Or simply a fan of amazing artwork? Well, those hilarious guys at TransMissions podcast have commissioned an exclusive cover of IDW Publishing's Till All Are One, #1. The comic is available online from their sponsor, PrimeToys.net, as well as they have a table at both TFCon Toronto and TFCon Chicago where you can buy it or pick up a copy you had previously pre-ordered. For more information on how to pre-order, click the link in the show notes.
Welcome to the TransMissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the awesome Transformers merchandise we got this week. This video is part of our weekly TransMissions podcast, which you can check out at our website, www.transmissionspodcast.com.
Down here.
Yes. Look in the video description to find it. Yoshi.
What up? Oh,
fuck. Who's sponsoring this episode of Trips to the Store?
Trips to the Store is sponsored by Value Village. Value Village, the Avis rental car of used goods. Value Village.
Nice. Good job, Yoshi.
Thanks. Just thought
of course, Trips to the Store is actually brought to you by PrimeToys.net. Collector-grade toys without the collector-grade prices. Use our code TRANSMISSIONS at checkout for 10% off your order of all regularly priced Transformers items. That includes Hasbro, Takara, third-party, accessories. 10% off at TransMissions, code TRANSMISSIONS, 10% off at PrimeToys.net.
Are you done, sir?
No, I'm not done, because you can also order our exclusive Till All Are One issue #1 cover at PrimeToys.net. So check them out, go there, give them love, because that'll give us love.
If you don't order our comic book, I want you to send us an email to Darryl at transmissionspodcast.com with your excuse, and we'll decide whether or not it's valid.
Okay. All right. With that out of the way, let's go on to showing off some toys. Darryl?
I have no toys this week.
Fucking hallelujah.
But I have some comic books.
One comic.
No, I'm gonna do a couple.
That's how this game is played.
How do you not have toys on TFCon Eve?
Because he hasn't bought them yet.
So I had to get some of this. So I have this one. This is the book we just reviewed. This is Till All Are One, #2.
The good cover.
The Sarah Peter DeRoche cover. I will be taking this particular book to TFCon to get it signed by Miss DeRoche, Peter DeRoche.
Along with how many other books?
I actually pulled a significant
You knew
amount
this
out.
fucking question was coming.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Yeah. I'm sorry to all the artists that are there. I'm bringing a shit ton of books.
Can I ask you a question as a fellow podcaster?
Sure.
Would you allow myself and Charles to cut in front of you?
No. I'm going to be sitting at that fucking table while you guys are off gallivanting around with Welker. So I'm just going to sit there and hand books to artists while I'm sitting there all by myself.
Well,
so
you
guys can eat shit.
You have the benefit of being in there with them, so you can, this time, instead of just flooding them all at once, you can pick out the dead times.
Right.
So you can be a little bit more considerate than you usually are.
No.
I picked up some books. My comic book store got in a collection of sorts, and because I have been helping out there, they allowed me first dibs on the stuff that they had. So I figured I would go through the collection and look and see what I needed. So I picked up 3 Spotlight issues that I had never actually bought before, so it was kind of weird. I picked up the first one they did, Shockwave.
I got that one.
Yeah, it's weird because they actually number it. Spotlight number 1.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's where War 13 came from.
Wild.
We actually reviewed Spotlight Shockwave.
I know we did. I know. I remember. I remember the old episode. So I got this one, and then I got Spotlight number 2, Nightbeat.
Got
numbered number 2. And then I got.
Wait, I can guess.
Six Shot, which I think is like number 5, but yeah, it's not numbered anymore. They gave up on the numbering of these, which I still think they should have actually done. My store had both the covers, and I looked at this one. I was like, this one he has massive junk. I have to get this one. Also, it looked a lot more like the toy, and you got all the other modes in this picture too. So, I'm sorry for the glare, but oh well. The other ones I got was a mini-series that I've never read, and it's been referenced a lot on our show. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna buy this mini-series, and I'm gonna read
Last
it.
the Wreckers?
No, I have that one. Well, most of it anyway. The Transformers Drift. So I got all of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a good series.
Yeah. So, 8 books. That's what I got this week.
So over your quota.
All right, Jeremy. Rescue the trips to the store segment.
All right.
Darryl has let us down with no toys.
Well, I have a toy. I will show you in a second. First, I want to show you. This looks familiar.
Ooh.
But these finally came in, autographed by Margaret Scott. We have
Nice.
a bunch of them. Thanks to the wonderful U.S. Postal Service for giving it to me a week late. So I'm supposed to sign a bunch of these for some strange reason and then send them on to Charles.
Are you nervous about signing them?
Yes, because my handwriting is atrocious.
Are you going to sign them in black?
I'm not sure. I think I have a black and a silver. I'm not sure.
You should alternate.
I could do one silver and
You
now
could do Jeremy in black and Dennis in silver, like a flourish.
Sign him Yakko.
That's a good question. Are people going to want it signed Yakko or Jeremy?
I don't know. They'll take what I give them.
Giggity.
All right. Well, my toy. I've also shown this off before.
Oh.
This is the Robots in Disguise 2001 Optimus Prime with cracked tire, and here is the other cracked tire.
Mm-hmm.
I bought off of Shapeways this tire, which is plastic, but it's actually 3 parts, and this is not going to show very well, but we'll have a link in the show notes if you want to buy this. It was about $7 plus shipping. There's the outer part here and then 2 inner parts, so it basically kind of squeezes together over the little wheel well in there. And it fits together pretty good. It spins in vehicle mode, not so much in robot mode. It looks good enough from a distance. The only thing I really wish that they had put the text on the regular rubber one says Fire Convoy on it, which is the Japanese name. But other than that, it's great. The guy that did this did not do the back tires, which are smaller, but mine are also cracked. So
how come they're cracked?
Shoddy plastic or shoddy rubber.
Is that a common thing with that figure?
Oh yeah, I think
Okay.
Darryl says that he has one that is not cracked. So don't touch it.
Missed it. Keep it moist.
But they all have, if you can see this, they all crack in the same way. Just kind of like
Is that the seam like where it got glued together-ish or melted together?
I don't think so.
Huh.
I think it was just shoddy plastic.
Hmm.
Or
Does
shoddy
it
rubber.
feel like it could break again in your hand if you weren't rough with it?
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
I thought about getting super glue or something and putting it back together.
Okay.
But this is a good, I mean, because I just want to have it for display purposes. But I also have the yellow variant of this, and Tires did the same thing. So that's my toy. I got some comics. Since I wasn't here last week, I got Sins of the Wreckers, #5, retail cover.
By choice?
No.
Okay.
Well, it's what they gave me, but I just didn't want the other covers. Till 1 #2, retail cover. And now I went to one last thing. Transformers vs. G.I. Joe #13. Retail cover. Prestige format because it was bigger. It actually has the like spine and everything. So, and one thing about this cover I didn't notice from the images. It's actually the images of Optimus Prime and Bumblebee are kind of raised a little, and they're slicker than the rest of the paper. I'm sure Charles got his, and did you get the same cover?
I got both covers.
Yeah, he got them all.
Oh yeah, I forgot you pulled the double Shelton.
I did pull the double Shelton last week.
Yeah, I did listen. So I went to this comic book shop I had never been to. They said they specialized in back issues, and they weren't kidding. They had very few new issues, but stacks upon stacks of back issues. And I asked them about the Marvel Transformers stuff, because that's what I'm looking at. And he went back and found a short box that had nothing but the Marvel Transformers stuff. And I picked up a few things I was looking for.
Go on.
I got #31, Car Wash of Doom.
Don Perlin.
Yeah, just wait. 33, Man of Iron.
Yes!
And then apparently I already had this. I didn't realize it wasn't on my spreadsheet. But I got 34, the continuation of Man of Iron.
Can't have enough copies of that one.
And then I have I got issues 2 and 3 of the Headmaster series, which I was missing.
Sweet.
And then probably the best one out of it, they charged me $6 for it. It's a pretty good quality copy of the last issue of G2. And the way they did things was weird. It's like you pick out the books, nothing was pre-priced, and then he gave it to a guy, went out into the back to look at the books, compare it to prices and stuff, and then they told you how much you were going to pay. I'd never been to a store that did that. The last thing while I was waiting for them to do that, I saw on one of their shelves they had this, which is Target 2006, in the big format.
I have that.
Yeah. I haven't read through it yet. I haven't actually read the story at all, so when I saw it, I should pick this up too.
That's a key component in Transformers history. That's the UK story that introduces the Wreckers, and that's a high point of Simon Furman's writing. It also has Jeff Senior art. It's my favorite G1 Transformers comic artist. So that's a treat.
So I'm looking forward to getting into that. So that's all I got.
All right. Yoshi.
Yes, sir.
What knick-knack from the 80s do you have?
This is a floppy disk for a Commodore 64. This is Transformers Battle to Save Earth. I've talked about this before, but this, for everybody just listening, this is the floppy disk holder, and an instruction booklet that The guy I bought this from on eBay, warning sign number 1, would not respond to a single question I asked him. I should have backed out of trying to buy this then, but I stuck with it. After it got in, I contacted the programmer, David Crane, and I said, "What the fuck is this?" And David Crane said, "You're a fucking idiot. What it is this is a, it says on the bottom of it, preliminary test program. This is an early release of the game sent to game reviewers." And his theory is some reviewer got this, played it, put it back in the packaging, and is now cleaning out his desk and put it up on eBay.
Okay, Yoshi, I have some questions for you.
Please.
You already own a boxed copy of this game, do you not?
Yes, I do.
You do not own a 5 1/4-inch floppy disk drive or any computer that can read a 5 1/4-inch floppy disk drive.
Not
Specifically
currently.
a Commodore format.
Right.
So why on God's green earth would you buy this?
I guess the most best answer I can give you is this is a piece of Transformers history. This is a beta version. This is earlier code than what's in that boxed version I have. This is a piece of Transformers history, and it takes up no space. It's literally paper thin, Dick. I've got a place that I can easily store this. It's it's my what the fuck, dude.
I can relate.
Collect shit.
There is a reason I have an Apple IIc over here to my right.
Jeremy for the save, for the assist.
I think the code is a Google search away, honestly. So I think
I could probably hook you up with a C64 emulator and a disk image.
Fuck.
I have a question.
Yes.
What, like, the technology back in the 80s was not
Good.
yeah. Okay.
it was
So-
good for the time.
Yeah. So what would be stopping a person that actually still had, 5 1/4-inch discs, and a floppy that would a drive that would read it?
This is a legitimate question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
Copying it?
just copying it, slapping a sticker on it, photocopying the instructions, and saying, "Oh, I got a beta version of the fucking Commodore thing," and selling 1 billion copies of it.
Well, I haven't done any carbon dating, Darryl, but when you hold this, you get the idea that it's fucking vintage and that it's legit. Plus, I've got the programmer in writing telling me what it is. And
There's also a supply and demand thing. I don't think people are, clamoring to copy that particular game.
I'll give you that there may be a beta copy, this exact same copy floating around out there. I'll give you that. That's fine. And for the same reason, what's going to stop somebody from copying this is the same thing that's going to stop you from pirating movies off of Pirate Bay. I will never buy one of your pirated movies from you, but at some point, this is worth something to somebody. To me,
To you.
it's worth, right now, to me, it's worth it because I like having it in my collection. I will pass this on at some point. But, I don't know, why out of all the shit to give me shit about is this the thing that we're doing? Like, this is a piece of history. Why would I want, like, the storyboards to the original '86 movie if I can buy the fucking DVD next month? Like,
Okay, Yoshi, I'm not giving you shit for wanting a piece of history. I'm giving you shit for you already have a boxed copy of the game
right,
that you already can't use.
right.
So I understand. Okay, this is a beta version that you still can't use. That does not have any special marking or verification that is an actual beta. It's just
This is what they have. I mean, there would be no. You're right. Somebody could copy this, throw a sticker. You can't see it on the video. It feels legit. I have in writing from the programmer that it's legit. Darryl, would you pass up a test mold of any G1 figure?
No.
Okay. Fuck you.
A test mold is a physically unique
It's-
object. A 5 1/4 inch floppy disk is a 5 1/4 inch floppy disk. You have no idea, no way of telling what is actually on that disk.
Now, Yoshi might have a small point to the fact that
Fuck you guys.
I've got a bit that can kind of help you here, buddy. But
I don't need help.
people are selling.
That's debatable.
People are selling these test shots, they're calling, on eBay, where they are funky colors. But I'm of the mind that somebody in China or wherever the hell these things are being made are simply just throwing crazy colored plastic into the molds when the factory's closed, and making what they're selling on eBay as test shots, where they're just legitimate.
But if you took a screenshot of that eBay bidding and you had an inside source at Hasbro and you sent it to them and said, "Is this legit?" and they came back and said yes, would you be more inclined with what the fuck they're posting on eBay?
I mean, so Yoshi, to a point in your favor, I don't think anyone has a 5 1/4 inch floppy disk factory right now.
So hung up on if this is legit or not.
I have a 5 1/4 inch drive over there.
It was $5, Charles. I didn't break the fucking bank on this. All right, this is something nobody is searching for but me. Okay, it wasn't like I bid against 50 people. It started
Okay,
at $5
Yoshi,
and it ended at $5.
Okay, it's okay, Yoshi. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Take the temperature down a little bit. It's okay. It's okay.
Next week,
Right.
Yoshi has bought
Why-
a C64 just to spite Charles.
I am satisfied. This is what I'm told by the designer it is. So, fuck you.
I don't doubt. I don't doubt the legitimacy of your item, Yoshi.
Okay.
I just don't see the desire to own that item. That's all. When you already have the boxed copy of the item that has more, weight with box art, and it's pristine condition, it's sealed. That's really nice. Yeah, that's all. I mean,
Well, it's gonna be his next episode of YoshiCast, is designing a custom box art.
Actually, the box art's pretty fucking cool.
I don't see any problems with this, especially since it was only $5.
And that's why Jeremy and I are friends. All right, Charles.
Enjoy
what legitimate item do you have for trips to the store?
enjoy your weekend at the Pittsburgh airport next week, Yoshi.
You're gonna leave me there because I have something you want.
you can try to get a hold of Jimmers and see if he'll pick you up. He's a cool.
All right.
We're already in the car, Charles. Don't forget that. You and I are in the car. We're rocking out to Nickel fucking back right now.
No, we are not. We are
And
not doing
Rush. We're rocking out to Nickelback, Rush, and Avril goddamn Lavigne.
that. I just pushed you out the car. All right, I have stuff. I have one thing. I have Windblade. Or not Windblade, To All Or One #2 with Windblade on the cover. The regular cover.
Now, why would you buy the comic when you have a perfectly good digital copy?
You're right. That's a very good
With the
point.
watermark, it's basically a pre-release
It's
version.
pretty much the same fucking thing. Are you gonna print it out, staple it, and bind it?
Yes, it gets Sarah to sign.
Is that gonna be your next Charles cast?
Yes.
Uh,
Also, I forgot to show this last week, but I got a physical copy of Robots with Coffee.
But you already had a digital version. Again, same thing.
Makes no sense.
I can read. I can actually open this and read this. I don't need a 30-year-old piece of technology to enjoy this book.
I would say that reading surpasses your age, sir.
But my eyes and brain are right there. I don't need anything. It's all built in here. Thank you, Paul, aka Robots with Coffee, for sending me this. It's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
If you're at TFCon Chicago this year, I will definitely get you to sign this.
Well, he lives in Chicago, so there's probably a good chance.
Mm-hmm.
It's not definite. Nothing's definite.
Well,
I'm hoping.
I guess an asteroid could land in Chicago.
Is this karma? Is this retribution?
That's what you get for fucking with me.
All right, that's all. That's it for trips to the store, aka giving Yoshi lots of shit for his item. Thanks everyone for watching. As always, don't forget to visit our sponsor, PrimeToys.net. Collector-grade toys without the collector-grade prices. Use our code TRANSMISSIONS for 10% off all regularly priced Transformers items. And you can also order our comic, Till All Are One, issue number 1, the Transmissions podcast exclusive cover. You can get that at Prime Toys, or stop by our booth at TFCon Toronto. We're right there right now. We have a booth.
Darryl's just sitting in the room.
Gabe!
Will Gabe be there this year? I don't know. If he is, well, he's already got a copy of the comic, so
He'll buy another one from us. He's that kind of guy.
He is.
I'd like to also add that if you think that my eBay purchase of the beta of Battle to Save Earth is legitimate, please send your confirmation to Charles at transmissionspodcast.com. Thank you.
Those will be immediately deleted as soon as they are received. All right. You can also support us directly at our website, www.transmissionspodcast.com. We have Patreon and PayPal links right there if you want to subscribe or send us a little something. We really appreciate that. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. We are a free show, but we would really appreciate you giving us a review and a rating on iTunes or Stitcher or maybe even Google Play eventually.
And subscriptions. Very important to subscribe.
Yes. Subscribe. On iTunes, subscribe on Google Play, subscribe on Stitcher.
Also, we are the only Transformers podcast with a PlayStation 4 community.
That is true.
That is a selling point.
So if you have a PlayStation 4, search for Transmissions and Yoshi will add you.
No questions asked. We also have the most subscribers of any Transformers PlayStation community.
Yes, we do. Quite remarkable.
It is.
You can also join us on social media, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, ask Yoshi what he's eating for dinner.
Food.
You can leave us feedback on our website and email us as well. All that good stuff. So thanks, everyone, for listening and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
What the fuck is that?
Canadian Tire money.
What the